The towering figure of Barron Trump, the youngest son of former and current U.S. President Donald Trump, has always drawn attention, not by choice but by circumstance. Standing at an imposing 6 feet 7 inches, Barron is hard to miss, whether he's navigating the bustling streets of Manhattan or stepping onto the campus of New York University's Stern School of Business, where he began his freshman year in September 2024. At just 18 years old, Barron has lived much of his life under the intense scrutiny of the public eye, a reality that has only intensified as he transitioned from the sheltered halls of Oxbridge Academy in Florida to the vibrant, eclectic environment of NYU. Reports from various outlets, including NewsNation and the Irish Star, have painted a picture of a young man who is both enigmatic and charismatic, with sources describing him as a ladies' man while simultaneously noting his preference for a low-profile existence on campus. This narrative explores Barron's first year at NYU, the rumors surrounding his personal life, and the delicate balance he maintains between his family's legacy and his own emerging identity. A new chapter in New York. When Barron Trump enrolled at NYU's Stern School of Business in the fall of 2024, it marked a significant milestone. Unlike his older siblings, who have often embraced the public-facing aspects of the Trump brand, Barron has largely remained an enigma. His choice of NYU, a prestigious institution known for its rigorous business programs and diverse student body, was a decision that his mother, Melania Trump, emphasized was entirely his own. Barron is very smart and independent, Melania told reporters in a rare comment about her son, as reported by the Times of India. He chose NYU because it's a great school, and he wanted to stay in New York. The decision to attend a university in the heart of Manhattan, a city synonymous with his father's real estate empire, suggested a desire to carve out his own path while remaining tethered to the Trump legacy. NYU's Greenwich Village campus is a far cry from the gated estates of Mar-a-Lago or the private school environments Barron had known. With its urban sprawl, eclectic student population, and constant buzz of activity, NYU presented both an opportunity and a challenge for the former first son. Accompanied by Secret Service agents, a necessity given his family's prominence, Barron's arrival on campus was anything but ordinary. Sources reported to People magazine that his security detail was a constant presence, with agents escorting him to classes and ensuring his safety in a city that never sleeps. "It's not a normal college experience," one NYU student remarked to the Mail on Sunday. "He's watched like a zoo animal, but he seems to handle it well." Despite the security measures, Barron reportedly sought to blend in as much as possible. Unlike some high-profile students who might revel in the attention, he was described as keeping a low profile. "We're not hearing anything bad about him, which suggests he's keeping his head down," an NYU student told the Mail on Sunday. Yet, even as he attempted to maintain a degree of anonymity, Barron's presence was impossible to ignore. His height, his last name, and the media's fascination with the Trump family ensured that he remained a subject of curiosity among his peers and beyond. The ladies' man persona. One of the most persistent narratives to emerge from Barron's first year at NYU was his reputation as a ladies' man. Sources cited by People magazine in December 2024 claimed that Barron was really popular with the ladies, a sentiment echoed by other outlets like the Times of India and the Daily Mail. The description painted a picture of a charming, confident young man who, despite his reserved nature, had no trouble attracting attention from his female classmates. Even liberal people like him, a source told People, suggesting that Barron's appeal transcended the political divides that often define his family's public image. The idea of Barron as a charismatic figure is not entirely surprising. At 18, he cuts an imposing figure, not just physically but also in demeanor. Those who have observed him describe a quiet confidence, a trait perhaps inherited from his mother, Melania, known for her poised and understated presence. Unlike his father's bombastic style or his siblings' more public personas, Barron's charm seems to lie in his restraint. He is not one to dominate a room with loud proclamations, but his presence commands attention nonetheless. Reports suggest he has a knack for connecting with others, whether through casual interactions or shared interests like gaming. According to the Daily Mail, Barron has been known to ask classmates for their Discord usernames and gamer tags, indicating a preference for online socializing that aligns with his generation's digital habits. Yet, the "ladies' man" label comes with caveats. Some reports, such as one from TMZ cited by the Daily Mail, suggest that Barron spends much of his time off campus, retreating to his room to play video games rather than engaging in the social whirl of college life. He spends little time on campus, one NYU attendee told TMZ. He sits in the back of classrooms and moves quickly to his SUV after class. This portrayal contrasts with the image of a suave socialite, suggesting that Barron's social life may be more complex than the headlines imply. He is, after all, a young man navigating the pressures of fame, academic demands, and the weight of his family's legacy. The rumor of a new girlfriend, which surfaced in posts on X and was picked up by outlets like WIO News and Hindustan Times in July 2025, added fuel to the narrative of Barron's social success. Barron Trump enters into his first relationship amid college life at NYU, declared a post from @HT Tweets, while at WIO News reported that Barron, taller than his father, had bagged his first girlfriend. Details about the alleged girlfriend remain scarce, with no verified information about her identity or the nature of their relationship. A post from @Chulucia on X speculated that the girlfriend might be an NYU upperclassman, citing her frequent appearances with Barron at events before the 2024 election, but this remains unconfirmed. The lack of concrete details underscores the speculative nature of these reports, which often rely on anonymous sources and social media chatter. The challenges of campus life. Barron's first year at NYU was not without its challenges. In February 2025, controversy erupted when Kaya Walker, the president of NYU's College Republicans, referred to Barron as an oddity on campus during an interview with Vanity Fair. The comment, which sparked significant backlash, led to Walker's resignation from her role. In her resignation letter, posted on Instagram by the NYU College Republicans, Walker defended her statement, arguing that it had been ridiculously misconstrued. She clarified that her remark was not about Barron's character but rather his status as a commuter student, a common arrangement at NYU. The majority of NYU's student body, including myself, are commuters, she wrote. Nonetheless, the incident highlighted the intense scrutiny Barron faces, even from his peers. Walker's comment also shed light on the unique pressures of Barron's college experience. As the son of a polarizing political figure, he is both a curiosity and a lightning rod. He's had a hard college experience, Walker later told the National News Desk, acknowledging the challenges of navigating campus life under such intense public and media attention. The presence of Secret Service agents, while necessary, further sets him apart from his peers, creating a barrier to the typical college experience of late-night dorm conversations or impromptu gatherings. Despite these challenges, Barron has reportedly found ways to connect with his classmates. His interest in gaming, for instance, has been a point of relatability. The Daily Mail reported that he has bonded with fellow students over online platforms like Discord, where he can interact without the physical constraints of his security detail. This digital socializing aligns with broader trends among Gen Z, for whom online communities are often as meaningful as in-person ones. It also suggests a desire to carve out a space where he can be just another student, not a Trump. Barron's time at NYU has coincided with a pivotal moment for his family. His father's return to the White House as the 47th president, inaugurated on January 20, 2025, placed the Trump family back in the national spotlight. Barron, though largely absent from the campaign trail, was not entirely detached from the political sphere. Melania Trump revealed to the Times of India that Barron played a significant behind-the-scenes role in his father's campaign, offering advice and helping to connect with younger voters. He's very in tune with his generation, Melania said, suggesting that Barron's influence extended beyond the classroom. Yet, Barron has shown little interest in embracing the public-facing aspects of his family's political legacy. A post from @8thPost on X in May 2025 described him as pretty apolitical, a characterization that aligns with his reported focus on academics and personal interests. His decision to decline a delegate role at the Republican National Convention, citing prior commitments, further underscores his preference for staying out of the limelight. Instead, Barron appears to be channeling his ambitions into the world of business, a path that aligns with his enrollment at Stern and his father's legacy as a real estate mogul. Reports from the Irish Star suggest that Barron harbors big business ambitions that rival those of his father. While it's unclear what specific ventures he envisions, his choice of NYU's Stern School, known for producing leaders in finance and entrepreneurship, indicates a serious commitment to his studies. The program's rigorous curriculum, combined with the fast-paced environment of New York City, offers Barron a unique opportunity to hone his skills and build a network independent of his family's influence. The public's fascination with Barron Trump is a phenomenon in itself. From his childhood appearances at White House events to his rare public outings as a teenager, he has always been a subject of curiosity. His height, his reserved demeanor, and his status as the youngest Trump have made him a blank canvas onto which the media and public project their narratives. The "ladies' man" label, the girlfriend rumors, and the descriptions of his campus life are all part of this ongoing fascination, amplified by social media platforms like X, where users speculate freely about his personal life. Posts on X, such as those from @Nikita1971 and @FOX Baltimore, reflect the public's eagerness to dissect every detail of Barron's college experience. People are losing it over Barron Trump's alleged new girlfriend, @Nikita1971 wrote, linking to a YouTube video that likely fueled further speculation. Meanwhile, mainstream outlets like NewsNation and the Daily Mail have contributed to the narrative by reporting on anonymous sources and unverified claims, often with little regard for Barron's privacy. This media frenzy underscores the challenges of being a Trump in a world where every move is scrutinized. Balancing privacy and public life. For Barron, the challenge of his first year at NYU has been to balance his desire for a normal college experience with the reality of his family's prominence. Unlike his siblings, who have embraced public roles in business and politics, Barron has chosen a quieter path, at least for now. His reported preference for staying in his room, gaming, and keeping a low profile suggests a young man who values his privacy and is still finding his place in the world. Yet, the rumors of a new girlfriend and his reputation as a ladies' man indicate that Barron is not entirely isolated. He is, by all accounts, a young man navigating the complexities of young adulthood, from forming relationships to pursuing his ambitions, all while under the watchful eye of the public and the media. His ability to maintain a degree of normalcy in such extraordinary circumstances speaks to his resilience and maturity. Looking ahead. As Barron Trump continues his journey at NYU, the world will undoubtedly keep watching. His first year has been a whirlwind of academic challenges, social rumors, and political undertones, yet he has managed to carve out a space for himself in one of the world's most dynamic cities. Whether he continues to be seen as a ladies' man, pursues a serious relationship, or focuses solely on his studies, Barron's story is one of a young man coming into his own. The narrative of Barron Trump at NYU is not just about a young man attending college, it's about the intersection of privilege, privacy, and public perception. As he moves forward, he will likely continue to navigate the delicate balance between his personal aspirations and the legacy of his family. For now, Barron remains an enigma, a 6'7" freshman with a quiet demeanor, a knack for gaming, and a world of possibilities ahead of him. A city that never sleeps, a student who seeks solace. New York City, with its relentless energy and kaleidoscope of cultures, is both a playground and a proving ground for any college freshman. For Barron Trump, the city represents a paradox, a place where he can blend into the crowd yet never fully escape the spotlight. As he settled into his first semester at NYU's Stern School of Business in the fall of 2024, Barron found himself navigating a world far removed from the manicured lawns of Palm Beach or the structured environment of Oxbridge Academy. The city's pulse, its honking taxis, crowded subway platforms, and neon-lit streets, became the backdrop for his new chapter, one where he sought to define himself beyond the shadow of his last name. NYU's campus, sprawling across Greenwich Village, is a microcosm of the city itself. Students from every corner of the globe converge here, their ambitions as diverse as the food trucks lining Washington Square Park. For Barron, enrolling at Stern meant joining a community of driven, business-minded peers, many of whom were unaware of his presence at first. He's not the kind of guy who announces himself, a classmate told NewsNation in October 2024. You might not even notice him if it weren't for the Secret Service guys trailing him. Yet, notice him they did. His height, a towering 6 feet 7 inches, made him a standout in lecture halls and dining commons, while his last name ensured that whispers followed him wherever he went. Barron's daily routine, as pieced together from reports in People and the Daily Mail, was a carefully orchestrated balance of academic sensivo, academics and anonymity. He attended classes at Stern's Tisch Hall, often sitting in the back to avoid drawing attention. His Secret Service detail, ever present but discreet, maintained a low profile, but their presence was a constant reminder of his unique status. After class, Barron would often retreat to an off-campus residence. Likely a secure apartment arranged by his family, where he could unwind without the prying eyes of curious onlookers. He's not a dorm guy, an NYU source told TMZ, as cited by the Daily Mail. He comes to campus, does his thing, and leaves. It's like he's got his own world. This preference for privacy didn't mean Barron was a recluse. On the contrary, he found ways to connect with his peers, albeit on his own terms. His interest in video games, a hobby he's nurtured since childhood, became a bridge to social interaction. According to the Irish Star, Barron was known to share his Discord username with classmates, inviting them to join him in online gaming sessions. These virtual hangouts offered a respite from the physical world's pressures, allowing him to bond with others over shared strategies in games like Fortnite or Call of Duty. He's surprisingly good at gaming, a fellow student remarked to the Times of India. You wouldn't expect it, but he's got this chill vibe online that makes him easy to hang with. The ladies' man mystique. The media's portrayal of Barron as a ladies' man added a layer of intrigue to his public image. Outlets like People and the Daily Mail reported in late 2024 that Barron was popular with the ladies, a claim that sparked a flurry of speculation about his romantic life. The narrative gained traction in July 2025 when posts on X, such as one from @WIO News, declared that Barron had entered into his first relationship at NYU. The lack of specific details about the alleged girlfriend, her name, background, or how they met, left room for rampant speculation. A post from @Chulucia suggested she might be an NYU upperclassman, spotted with Barron at pre-election events, but no evidence confirmed this claim. The ladies' man label, while catchy, oversimplifies Barron's social dynamics. Those who know him describe a young man who is polite and reserved, with a dry sense of humor that emerges in small group settings. He's not a flirt in the obvious way, a source told the Irish Star. He's just got this quiet confidence that people gravitate toward. His height and striking appearance, often compared to his mother Melania's poised elegance, undoubtedly contribute to his appeal. Yet, his guarded nature suggests a reluctance to fully embrace the social whirlwind of college life. The rumor of a girlfriend, whether true or not, reflects the public's eagerness to project a narrative onto a young man who remains largely private. Barron's social life, like that of many freshmen, was likely a work in progress. NYU's vibrant student scene, complete with clubs, parties, and impromptu gatherings at places like the Kimmel Center, offered endless opportunities to connect, but Barron's security constraints limited his participation. Instead, he found solace in smaller, controlled settings, such as gaming sessions or casual meetups with trusted classmates. These interactions allowed him to build relationships without the pressure of public scrutiny, a luxury he could rarely afford. The weight of a name. Being a Trump at NYU, a famously liberal institution, was no small feat. The university's student body, known for its progressive leanings, presented a unique challenge for Barron, whose father's political comeback in 2024 had reignited national debates. Yet, surprisingly, Barron managed to avoid much of the backlash that might have been expected. Even liberal people like him, a source told People magazine, a testament to his ability to navigate politically charged waters with diplomacy. His apolitical stance, as noted by an @8th post on X, helped him maintain a neutral presence on campus, focusing on his studies rather than engaging in ideological battles. Still, the Trump name carried weight. The controversy surrounding Kaya Walker's oddity comment in February 2025 underscored the delicate balance Barron had to maintain. Walker's remark, made during a Vanity Fair interview, sparked outrage among Trump supporters and led to her resignation as president of NYU's college Republicans. Her subsequent clarification, that she was referring to Barron's commuter status, not his character, did little to quell the controversy. The incident, reported by the National News Desk, highlighted the hypersensitivity surrounding Barron's presence at NYU. "He can't escape the politics, no matter how hard he tries," a classmate told the outlet. "It's like he's a symbol of something bigger than himself." Barron's response to such incidents was characteristically understated. Unlike his father, who might have taken to social media to fire back, Barron remained silent, letting the storm pass. This restraint, a hallmark of his personality, earned him respect among peers who admired his composure. "He's not like the rest of his family," an NYU student told NewsNation. "He's got this calm, almost detached way of handling things. A business mind in the making." At Stern, Barron immersed himself in a world of finance, economics, and entrepreneurship, disciplines that aligned with his reported ambition to make a mark in the business world. The Irish Star noted in January 2025 that Barron harbored big business ambitions that rivaled his father's, though the specifics of his plans remained unclear. Stern's curriculum, known for its rigorous focus on real-world applications, provided a fertile ground for his aspirations. Courses in financial accounting, marketing, and management likely filled his schedule, challenging him to think critically about global markets and corporate strategies. Barron's choice of Stern was strategic. The school's location in the heart of New York's financial district offered unparalleled access to internships, networking events, and industry leaders. While there's no evidence he pursued internships during his first year, the proximity to Wall Street and corporate hubs like Midtown Manhattan would have been a draw for an ambitious freshman. "He's got a sharp mind for business," a professor reportedly told the Times of India, speaking anonymously. "He asks thoughtful questions and doesn't rely on his name to get by." Outside the classroom, Barron's interest in technology and gaming hinted at potential entrepreneurial interests. The rise of esports and gaming startups, a booming industry in 2025, could align with his skills and passions. While speculative, it's plausible that Barron might explore ventures in tech or gaming, leveraging his digital fluency and Stern's resources to build something of his own. Such ambitions would mark a departure from the Trump Organization's traditional focus on real estate, signaling Barron's desire to forge a distinct path. Barron's first year at NYU unfolded against the backdrop of his father's historic return to the presidency. Donald Trump's inauguration as the 47th president in January 2025 thrust the family back into the global spotlight, and Barron, though largely absent from public events, was inevitably affected. Melania Trump, in an interview with the Times of India, revealed that Barron played a behind-the-scenes role in the 2024 campaign, offering insights into reaching younger voters. "He knows how to connect with his generation," she said, hinting at his influence in shaping social media strategies or messaging. Despite this involvement, Barron remained steadfastly apolitical in public. His decision to decline a delegate role at the Republican National Convention, as reported by the Daily Mail, was a clear signal of his priorities. "He's focused on school," a source close to the family told the outlet. "Politics isn't his thing right now." This choice reflected a desire to establish his own identity, separate from the Trump political machine. The political climate also shaped campus dynamics. NYU, a hub of progressive activism, was home to student groups that openly criticized the Trump administration. Yet, Barron's ability to maintain a low profile and avoid confrontation spoke to his diplomatic skills. He doesn't engage with the haters, a classmate told News Nation. He just does his own thing. This approach allowed him to focus on his studies and personal growth, even as the world around him buzzed with political fervor. The public's gaze. The public's fascination with Barron Trump reached new heights during his first year at NYU. Social media platforms like X were abuzz with commentary, ranging from admiring posts about his height and style to speculative threads about his love life. A post from @FOXBaltimore in March 2025 linked to a story about Barron's new girlfriend, amplifying the narrative without providing evidence. Another post from @Nikita1971 exclaimed, "People are losing it over Barron Trump's alleged new girlfriend," reflecting the media's tendency to sensationalize his personal life. This obsession was not new. Barron's childhood, marked by rare but memorable public appearances, had long captivated the public. His stoic expression at his father's 2017 inauguration, his multilingual abilities, he speaks Slovenian fluently, thanks to Melania, and his towering stature have all fueled a narrative of intrigue. Now, as a college freshman, he was no longer just the first son, but a young man stepping into his own, a transition that only heightened public curiosity. The media's portrayal of Barron often leaned on stereotypes: the tall, handsome heir to a dynasty, the mysterious loner with a knack for charm. Yet, these narratives oversimplified a complex individual. Reports from the Daily Mail and Hindustan Times suggested that Barron was both socially active and introspective, a duality that defied easy categorization. His ability to navigate this scrutiny with grace was perhaps his most remarkable trait, a testament to his upbringing under Melania's protective guidance. A young man coming of age. As Barron moved through his first year at NYU, he was, in many ways, a typical freshman, adjusting to new routines, forging friendships, and grappling with the pressures of independence. Yet, his circumstances were anything but typical. The constant presence of Secret Service agents, the weight of his family's legacy, and the media's relentless attention created a unique set of challenges. His reported girlfriend, whether real or a media fabrication, symbolized the public's desire to see him as a romantic figure, a young man stepping into the spotlight of adulthood. Barron's gaming habit offered a glimpse into his private world, a space where he could be just another player, not a Trump. His reported interactions on Discord, as noted by the Irish Star, revealed a side of him that was relatable and grounded, a young man who enjoyed the same digital pastimes as millions of his peers. These moments of normalcy were hard-won, a counterbalance to the extraordinary circumstances of his life. Looking ahead, Barron's future at NYU and beyond remains a subject of speculation. His business ambitions, coupled with his tech-savvy nature, suggest a potential for innovation in a rapidly evolving world. Whether he follows in his father's footsteps or charts a new course, his time at Stern is laying the groundwork for a career that could redefine the Trump legacy. For now, he remains a student, a gamer, and a young man finding his place in a city, and a world, that never stops watching. The road ahead. By the summer of 2025, Barron Trump had completed his first year at NYU, a milestone marked by academic achievements, social milestones, and the inevitable challenges of fame. The rumors of a girlfriend, the ladies' man label, and the political controversies had all shaped his narrative, but they didn't define him. He was, above all, a young man striving to balance his personal aspirations with the weight of his family's name. As he prepared for his sophomore year, the city of New York continued to serve as both a home and a crucible. The streets of Manhattan, with their endless possibilities, mirrored the opportunities awaiting Barron at Stern. Whether he would emerge as a business titan, a tech innovator, or something entirely unexpected was yet to be seen. What was clear, however, was his determination to carve out his own path, one step at a time, in a world that was always watching.